Welcome back to Vegan Curious! Now back to our chat about vegan pantry essentials.
Cereals are very important for your energy because they are carbohydrates.
Yes.
So really important.
And that's things like rice, oats, pasta, they're all really good for you for the carbohydrates. Yes.
Nuts, flax seeds and oil seeds are rich in omega.
Sí.
Almonds are also rich in calcium and it's also really important.
Of course, especially for your bones.
Yeah. Agar-agar is a vegan gelatin and we are a vegan yeast, also important for cakes and bread.
Yes.
Dehydrated fruit, cocoa and dark chocolate is really important for your energy.
Oh, thank God we can have chocolate, Arianna. I couldn't live without it, so that's delicious.
Well, dark chocolate is also important, especially a little piece a day is really important for your brain and heart functions.
And especially as somebody starts getting older, you want to be able to, you know, eat brain food, I guess.
Yes, and the extra virgin olive oil is also really important and you can use sunflower oils and corn oils for making your cakes, for example.
So you would use these kind of oils, seed oils, plant oils more for baking and this one more for cooking, for olive oil.
Some different sweeteners, preferably maple or agave syrups or brown sugar or xylitol, for example.
Yes.
And about herb and spice, the most beneficial for your health are turmeric and pepper because they contain antioxidants and help with arthritis or with digestive problems, for example. Cinnamon is also really important because it helps to lower cholesterol and ginger has many medical properties for nausea and help with inflammation.
Yeah, that's great. Every time I travel, I always have ginger tea or ginger tablets so I don't get nausea. So it really keeps you calm. So it's great, That's so interesting. And of course, all these wonderful alternatives. I mean, it all looks delicious. And of course, it's really important to have these things in your pantry because every vegan, you want to be able to cook your family meals and not have to think, oh, what am I going to cook tonight? But if you have all these lovely things there, especially substitutes that are great, especially your proteins, because without proteins, we're not going to get very far, you know. Fiber, protein, really important things to have. So always make sure, Arianna, that we always have our vegetables, our fruits.
The really important is vegetables and fruits first.
The most important things for us to have. All right, so this is everything we need in our pantry and everything's really delicious and I want to eat everything all the time. So what sort of information can you give to our viewers about how they can save money? Because a lot of people think that being on a vegan diet is expensive or eating. What sort of suggestions do you have for people?
So my most important money saving advice is to always start with your budget. From there you can write up your weekly menu, then create your shopping list. That is the best way to not overspend. So it's also important to carefully think about which vegetables to buy. For example, avocados, artichokes and asparagus can be very expensive, so try to buy less of these vegetables.
But if you're like me, I have to buy mangoes every week.
Oh my God, it's really good.
But I think the most important thing, especially for me, is never go shopping when you're hungry because you're going to buy double of everything, no? So that's great, Arianna. So now I think we're going to treat our viewers to a special segment where you're going to cook a lovely breakfast.
Banana bread.
Banana bread.
For your breakfast.
Lovely, Arianna.
I'm going to show you how to make a delicious banana bread recipe. So this is one of my favorite recipe. So you will need 240 grams of flour, so whichever one you prefer, 1 sachet of baking powder, 100 grams of brown sugar, 240 milliliters of almond milk, 90 milliliters of corn oil, 3 bananas, and half a spoon of nutmeg and cinnamon. Start by mashing the bananas and put them aside. So put the solid ingredients in a bowl, so the flour and then the baking powder, the brown sugar. Mix well with a whisk, the cinnamon and nutmeg. So slowly pour in the oil and the almond milk. Mix well with your whisk. And then add in the mashed banana. So mix well the flour, all the ingredients with the bananas. And meanwhile, preheat your oven at 180 degrees. So bring a loaf cake and then put the oil inside. Make sure you coat the sides and then put in the cake mix. Yes. Well, now you can decorate your banana bread with banana and a little bit of sprinkled sugar. So cut your bananas in pieces and slices for decorate your banana bread as you prefer, like this for example. It's really easy and simple. Decorate now with a little brown sugar. So the sugar will caramelize your banana bread, your cakes, and the flavor will be incredible. And then place your banana bread in a preheated oven at 180 degrees for 60 minutes. Ti piace?
È bellissima!
Wow.
What a great breakfast!
Yeah! So do you want to try it?
I'd love to try it.
Okay,
it
so
smells lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is like all the sugars all caramelized on the top. It looks
on the
lovely.
top, and the flavor of cinnamon.
Yeah, you can really smell it. This is amazing what you can create with all those ingredients that we showed you earlier in the program. So you've got your bananas, of course the fresh fruit, nuts, oil, milk, all those lovely things that you have in your pantry and your fridge all the time. Let's try this.
Yes, you can choose this
Smells
recipe
pretty
for your
good.
breakfast.
Yes, it's delicious. Proviamo, vediamo.
Dimmi.
Ah. Oh!
È
È
buono.
buonissima, molto golosa.
Really delicious.
It is delicious. What a great way to have breakfast every day.
Oh my God,
good.
yeah.
So delicious. And you know, what's good about this is the simplicity too of the recipe, because it took Arianna, how many, like a few minutes to make, and you just go away, do your own thing in the morning, and it cooks by itself. What better for breakfast? You can even make it the day before, no?
Yes,
and then have it
because
for breakfast.
The vegan recipes are very, very simple
And cheap.
and really delicious and cheap.
Cheap, very cheap. So
Yeah.
it's great. So with that in mind, more cheap recipes coming your way next week. Arianna's going to cook something delicious.
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
A nice surprise, I'm sure. And so delicious. We're going to have a beautiful and very interesting guest next week. So tune in. Ciao.
Ciao, buon appetito!
Buon appetito, bella.
For delicious vegan recipes and more, visit Le Creazioni Vegane di Arianna on Facebook. Ciao!